When I decided to join the Marine Corps, I was about 25. So I was already a little bit older than most people. So when I actually went to Parris Island, I was the old man of the platoon. My nickname was Old Man. You know, I got a Red Cross message saying that my dad was, he was about 48 hours from checking out. My dad was my hero, my mentor, my idol, my best friend. He was so I called, and my mom told me that I needed to get home. So I said, I looked my drill instructor right in the face, my senior, and I told him, sir, this recruit will be a Marine. That's not going to change. But this recruit was only going to have one opportunity to say goodbye. I walked into that room. I had shed about 60 pounds. I gained about 15 pounds of muscle. And I walked into that room a completely different person. And when my mom woke him up, she said, Malcolm, wake up, Andrew's here. He opened up his eyes and he said, holy. And the look on his face was worth everything that I had been through. Everything. All the twisted muscles, all the sweat, the pain, everything. Just like that, it was worth it. And that pushed me to be hard. It pushed me to let other people lean on me the way that I was able to lean on him. A lot of times, a lot of Marines, a lot of soldiers, a lot of corpsmen, they're able to compartmentalize everything. I tried my best to do that. And unfortunately, when I came back, my demons got the better of me, and I kind of crawled inside a bottle. In my early 20s, because I was always looking for friends and new experiences, the friends that I started to make, they were Wiccan. They gave me some books to read. I tried to learn more about what made it special to them. And I remember, like you said, my dad came to me and he said that one day I hope you find your way back to God. And then he died, and I started my Marine Corps career, and 23 years later, I got up. It was a Sunday morning, and Sunday mornings for me are quiet. I heard my dad's voice in my head when I was in the shower, and he said, go to church. I don't know why, but I got dressed, and I brushed my teeth. I grabbed a cup of coffee. I grabbed my wife by the foot, and our bedroom is very dark. We have blackout curtains and everything, and I grabbed my wife by the foot and said, I'm going to church. And she, what? I looked around and thought that this is the same place that tells me that if I come here, I will go to heaven. But if my daughter comes here, she's going to go to hell. My daughter is gay. I am proud of her for being who God made her. And even at 13, having the strength of character to admit that to anybody who asks her. I got in my truck and I called my wife and I said, I can't do this. And she said to me, you're at the wrong church. And I said, what do you mean? This is the only Catholic church in Elizabeth City. What do you mean I'm at the wrong church? She said, no, you're at the wrong church. Here, go here. And I'd never heard the name before. And I got back on the road and I drove to Forest Park. It was about 10 past 10, quarter after 10, and I saw everybody driving away, but I saw people out in the parking lot. And this big 6'7" kind of guy standing there smiling at me and like I was Santa Claus. as I pulled in, and I rolled down my window and asked him, is there still service? I looked, everybody's leaving. He's like, no, there's another one at 11. He told me to come inside, just take a look around, have a cup of coffee. If you don't want to be here, no harm, no foul. And the day that I walked into this church, hope burned bright. The people, when I first walked in here, were nothing but friendly, were smiling. There was no judgment. There was no, who the hell are you? Why are you here? The first thing I see is welcome home. It's like, who does that? If he had not been there, I'd have driven away and I would have missed out. But I turned away from God for 23 years, and then on a whim, I come back. I remember standing in that corner right over there, and I could hear my dad's voice in my head again. And he said, I told you. And I actually said it out loud. I said, you effer. And I remember the people at the door actually, because I don't know if it was my subconscious or not. I don't know if it was my father, if it was Jesus, if it was God, if it was just, I don't know. I'm sure one day I'll find out. But I don't know what was whispering in my ear, but somebody was. So when people ask me about my church, this is my church, I don't hide. I let my hope be my shield. Because every time that someone tells me that Christianity is nothing but hidden bigotry, I challenge them to sit in this place for an hour. It doesn't matter if you're angry. It doesn't matter if you turn away for a day or a decade. That he will say, are you ready? Come.